All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is YouTube. This is Pastordowell. I'm traveling right now, and we had a wonderful weekend this weekend. And what I spoke about this weekend is about not taking things personally. I talked about that as well as I talked about breaking agreements that you've had in your past, because a lot of times there are things that we are wounded by based on the agreements that we made in the past that we simply don't understand. Um, and we need to do a good, sincere evaluation of ourselves to make sure that we're not injured by people, especially when we ourselves are feeling the pain and we have wounds on the inside of us. So we need to make sure that we're breaking any form of agreements that we've had in our past, that we have tried to define truth on our own terms, because ultimately what it's going to do is it's going to manipulate you into believing and thinking that you no longer have to even submit to truth or do truth, but you can define it on your own terms. And that's the problem we seem to be having in this society. For instance, I'm in the airport here, and me and my little daughter Zion here, she sat and watched, and we watched this spirit on this woman. She was behind me, and there was a distance between me and the daughter right here, going through the thing where they actually scan your luggage. And I know I'm changing courses here for a second, but I want to show you the spirit of his age and what's on a lot of women today. So she turns around and she jumps in front of me saying that she's ready and she can't understand why I'm not ready. Well, anyway, needless to say, the TSA agents, they saw what she done. And she gets up there in front of me, and the truth is she wasn't ready. She was just hasty in spirit. She has a very domineering spirit, where she thinks that she can just, the whole world evolves around her, and she can actually do men any way that she wants. I started to say something really, really, truly rebuke her and stuff and cause a scene, but I wanted to see how this thing was going to play out. So anyway, the TSA agents come over to her, and what it did was drew a lot of negative attention to her. Because what they did was they started telling her what they needed to do, what you can't go through here like this, you can't go through here like that. And so in her being hasty and wanting to go ahead and get in front of us because she assumed that we wasn't ready, she wasn't ready, and it caused more undue attention to her, and she actually held up the line longer. And of course, I made no apologies by looking at her with a stern look, waiting to see if she was going to say something to me. Of course, she wouldn't look at me. But I sat and I started thinking about, we as Israelites, I'm talking about us that are Hebrews, most people in this world, they function out this spirit where they believe that the whole world evolves around them and they can just dishonor and disrespect people anytime they feel like it, and we're supposed to just submit to it. I can tell you, at least with me, that nonsense doesn't fly. It actually stops. But we're having a real, real good time. Like I said, I talked about breaking agreements. And many, many other things this weekend. I'll probably talk about a little bit more tonight on Blog Talk Radio. I'll go in greater detail right now. I'm going to go ahead and try to get my mind together and get into this book right here. But I'm doing fine. We're all doing fine. I hope that y'all enjoyed the message that Brother Shane brought forth this Sabbath. I hope that y'all encourage it. During this past week, I've been doing a lot of self-help videos. I call them self-help videos and stuff, which you embrace the truth of the knowledge that's being passed to you, and it would actually help you in life and stuff, and you will gain a lot of controlling stuff. Be a man and a woman of your word. If you can do that, half of the battle is already conquered and stuff of it. But hey, you have to understand and realize that there are people out there that they live for the sole purpose, and I may talk about this tonight, to abuse you. And the only way that you're going to put up with any type of abuse, whether it be verbal or physical, from anyone, is if you abuse yourself. And if you abuse yourself, you will only tolerate abuse from anyone else up to the level that you abuse yourself. Because if someone abuses you greater than you do yourself, you would actually remove that person out of your life. That's what you would do. And you need to start evaluating your life, because it's too short, and you can see that some people just don't get it. They will never will get it. And no matter how much hope you may have for them, they are proven over and over and over again that by their fruit that they're not going to get it. And since they're not going to get it, it's time for you to get out. It's time for you to get away and to preserve yourself, because we have one life, and there's no need whatsoever at all living this life under tyranny, oppression, under the spirit of what people who are going to abuse you simply because that you are in their life. He came to let the oppressed go free, and we need to understand that so we can start our freedom ourselves. But anyway, I'll be on Blog Talk tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, blogtalkradio.com/Straightway, STRAITWAY. Looking forward to seeing you and you there. That's my prayer. Y'all have a good day. Shalom.